Welcome back, Classic Crew. It's been a while since I last finished my Elden Ring pledge, slaying every boss in that game, and it sounds like there might be some DLC to my pledge. Pledge Plus, I guess, where I have to go back to this world and slay some new things. Now, the new trailer just dropped for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. I don't know anything about it, haven't seen it. And before playing it, figured let's do it together. And you'll get my first reaction and impression of what I think of the DLC. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to watch it, talk about it, do all the things we do here on YouTube. You guys know the game. So let's go to the screen, remove the background so we can see even more stuff. Here we go. And all right, let's see what you guys have been working on over here.
Peggy 16.
Get the audio up. I'm ready for more pain and more confusion, because story always
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men.
Okay, we're going back to I think it was Mikola, the name.
There is nothing more terrifying.
I was hang on, before we know what's going to happen there, I was totally expecting to fight that guy in Elden Ring. Like, I thought that there was a way to revive him and fight him, as he's one of the he's the brother, isn't he, of Melania, I think, if I remember correctly. It's been a year. Man, this place is so beautiful. Kind of makes me want to go back with a different build. But I got too many pledges.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. The Erd Tree faithful.
Seems like a new region. It's definitely a new region.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the
Oh,
losing
big
side of a
bosses.
war.
I love big bosses. I don't like Kazus. No. What is that? That's creepy too. Oh, that looks like it's going to suck to fight. Oh, that's gonna suck. Ugh.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction?
Oh, is this the dude?
So bereft of light.
Got a sniper tail. All these builds. Oh, there's so many ways to look cool in this game.
I presume you, too, are keen to know
Man, that's OP.
just what kind Mikola is doing here.
What is all this? What, the red? Okay, I like that. I like that. This is like a bit. Oh, yeah, that's a big piece. That looks interesting. That looks disgusting.
Race of gold
It's so
shall
gross.
all meet death.
That guy looks like
The race of restless
oh, great. A fire user.
Come now. Touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow.
This has got a grab.
I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Okay. Okay. So with these games, trailers are always a little confusing for me. Mostly because I play these games for the gameplay primarily, not for the story, because the story requires digging, it requires note sharing with the community, and I gather mostly stories from what the chat shares with me, what I pick up in the game. To be fair, Elden Ring is the best one from FromSoft to actually tell you what the story is. But that said, I don't really care much for the story of Elden Ring, if I'm being honest. What I care about is the gameplay, and it's been fantastic to play. The bosses have been great. I think there was like 180, if I remember correctly, is how many bosses I slayed. So I'm absolutely excited to be you know, fighting some new bosses in this game, because I see this as an extension of the pledge. My pledge was to slay all bosses in Elden Ring, and if they're going to add more, that just means I got to go out and kill them. There's a lot of things, just because I mostly am a mono build user, so I'll go in through a game using 1 or 2 weapons. I know that they introduced, like, they're showing off a lot of ways to fight, which I personally don't know what is new to the game. Like, for example, the where they show, I think the part where you're like where there was someone kicking. I don't recall that being in the base game, but I could be wrong. Like, I think here they're showing all sorts of new ways to fight. That's an assumption. It could be in the base game. I don't know. Like a knife user, knife wielder, knife thrower. Like, that's probably new spells from what I understand. Like, this looks freaking so cool. So cool. But I think I remember kicking actually being in the base game, which now makes me wonder, could I do a playthrough? Could I do a kick only playthrough? Kind of makes me wonder. That I would never use. This I would never use, because I'm not a range user. I don't use range. It looks cool. The armor looks cool. The attack looks cool. But I would never use that. So what I'm interested in this trailer really are the bosses. I mean, this looks freaking fantastic. It's beautiful. This dance going on here between, I think, like these katana wielders, twin swords, and samurai. That's beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. So much stuff here is beautiful. This thing, amazing. He looks like a fun time, and then he pulls out these spikes, which that looks like trouble. This thing's cool too. It's like, reminds me of the Bloodborne boss with the horse at the end, but probably easier. Actually, that is very much like the Bloodborne DLC boss in terms of the horse, if I remember correctly. Weird, maybe not. There's just the horse. It reminds me of the Bloodborne boss. This is very troubling to look at, and I hate it, and I hate that he's pulling it out of his face. If he just ignored the fact that he had a sword in his head, it'd be okay. Oh, that's his spine thing too. Yeah, this is just gross. I don't know. That thing's just gonna suck to fight. He's gonna probably be a total, like, they're gonna try to one up. They're gonna try to one up their hardest boss from the base game, and they're probably gonna succeed. Like, that snake for his tail, or whatever it is, the snake coming out of him, that thing's going to be a pain. It's probably gonna, like, stun you, bite you, whip you.
Come now.
And he's so tall. Wait, are there 2 snakes? Yeah, there's like 2 snakes. He's got a huge sword, so he's got a lot of reach. He's tall. He's a grabby boy. That's like an insta-kill, I betcha. Oh, look at the size of that sword. It's really, really long. Which you can roll through. I'm already, like, thinking, how am I going to fight this thing?
I will not be far behind.
And then he's got, like, AoEs.
May we meet again.
Yeah, we'll kill him. We'll kill him. That's what we do. There was some more in the beginning here. I mean, all of these sceneries are good. All that looks beautiful. Typical Elden Ring. Looking freaking epic.
They will never say.
This thing, I really hope they improve it from the Fire Giant fight. I know the Fire Giant fight got a lot of criticism. I personally enjoyed it. I know a lot of people did not enjoy it because of problems with the camera. You couldn't see it. It was too big. This is another one of those giant fights, which I personally love, and I hope that it's epic. I hope it's fun. This thing is seriously Kezu with arms, and it looks like the worst possible thing that you could ever create in this game. Why? It's so long. Ugh. Oh, this thing has feet. I didn't notice the feet. This looks like it's something that was graphed together. I bet you this is probably the first thing you fight in the DLC, because it just reminds me a lot of the early bosses of Elden Ring. It looks like something right out of an 80s fantasy film, and I love it. I love the design of it, but it looks really unpredictable, which is why I'm saying the fight for this will probably suck as the cloud thing. Look at it. It's got feet, and then it's got like horns, and like it's really hard to make out what its structure is under there.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I really don't like how lanky he is. It's just, this hypes me up. So this is coming out in June? Shadow of the Erd Tree. What's the date again? June 21st. I'm free that day. Let's go. I should be able to play this at launch. June 21st will be when I'm probably playing Monster Hunter Gen U. But I can take like a 2-week break to knock this one out. I don't think it's gonna, it shouldn't require as much time as my original pledge. I think I could probably go for a month into the DLC. Just spend a little time over the summer and slay some bosses. I really look forward to this because I honestly kind of miss the Dark Souls formula. I miss the fighting of those bosses. It's a very specific, unique feeling these games offer. So let me know if you're picking this up, what you think of the trailer, if you saw more things to this than I have. Like I said, I am a casual that just is addicted to the gameplay. If there's story beats that you find interesting, would love to hear about it, because really I pull all my story understanding from the community. And also interested in knowing like what platform you guys play this on. Looks like it's coming out on everything except Switch. So curious to know if you're going to be pre-ordering this. There's also bonuses, I'm sure, which, oh, here they are. Wish I could get rid of that. Stats you don't care. You know, these art books are beautiful, but I have so many like collector's art books and I never look at them. And I can't see the rest of it. So I won't be getting the collector's edition, probably just the Steam version, honestly, which is where my Elden Ring file lives. So I'll see you all back in Elden Ring at the end of June. And until the next video, keep it classy.